What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm about to go over the 5,000 mile, 6-month ownership, both of them happened at the same time on my Integra Type S. So my 2024 Integra Type S is in platinum white pearl. Got virtually every accessory you can ask for on the Integra. There's literally no options, just all accessories. Carbon fiber on the mirror caps, the spoiler, illuminated door sills, illuminated front badge. Got the Alcantara steering wheel. Everything's been fantastic. I did have a couple gripes, but we're about to get into that in just a minute. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the men of culture at Race Car Friends, Blueprint 1 LE, Hunter Gang Nate. Go check out their channels on the feature section of mine. And so, before I start this, Race Car Friends, Hunter Gang Nate, the Topher, if you're watching, have you all had your first service yet? So, this is my first gripe with my Integra Type S. So when I had my A-Spec Integra, I was able to get my first oil change at 5,000 miles. But now, since this is at 5,000 miles, I called two of my local Acura dealerships, and they do not want to give me that free service. Because if y'all know, these have 2 years, 24,000 miles free maintenance. And now they're kind of misleading with that because they don't want to perform the service. They're saying that we can only get our oil changed when it's at 15%. Well, I'm at 5,000 miles and it's at 50%. So if I'm going on the same trajectory, I'm going to be at 10,000 miles. And I should probably hit maybe around 9,000 miles, I should hit 15%. But that's a long time for an oil change. And if you watch the GR Corolla videos, I had the same issue with them, but they ended up doing mine at 5,000 miles. But from what I'm hearing, because I haven't checked the manual yet, so I heard there's no mileage in there. I don't know, maybe I should check that out. But I know, so rule of thumb, a lot of people do it way before 5,000 miles. I'm not that person, so I want that done for free. And Acura is not doing that at 5,000 miles, which is long enough in my opinion. So if I want that first service, I'm gonna have to pay, which is about $80, which isn't horrible, but they advertise it as free maintenance, and they're not doing that. They got to take care of the car in a decent amount of an increment. So Acura is saying, and a lot of other people can vouch for this too, they're not honoring the 5,000 mile oil change. They're saying they're going away from that. 15% or lower first oil change. Still haven't done it yet, but I haven't been driving the car as much. I haven't driven the car in a couple of weeks, and it's been a long time. I need to get it out here. Got these all seasons, pre-blizzard right now, snow/ice storm. Not even about to drive it today. It would be cool to see what it's like, but I didn't drive this to drive in the snow. That's what my other car is for. Also, update on the Civic Type R damping module. I don't like it. So I was getting used to it, but that's because I was driving this in the GR Corolla. And once it gets colder outside, the GR Corolla gets stiffer. And this is stiffer than the GR Corolla when it's set to Sport Plus mode. So the only mode I can drive this in is comfort mode. And it's about as equal to Sport Plus with the Integra's damping module. So if you watch that video, I swapped out the Civic Type R because I wanted to see what this would be like if I could have a firmer suspension, not knowing that the Civic Type R is harsh, very harsh, and that's like a weekend car. This is a daily driver, perfect daily driver. Integra damping module, like if you got one of those, if you got a Civic Type R, get the Integra damping module, because the Civics is unusable for me, like only if you're on track. But a lot of people don't only drive those on track. They're like, the size of these cars, they're like daily drivers. That's why you get a 4-door car, because it's practical. You're gonna want to drive it every day, and the Civic Type R isn't that great as a daily driver as far as the suspension goes. As soon as it warms up, I'm taking that module out of here. It's been like a polar vortex, and I got to do this crap outside, so I'm not doing that outside when it's this cold, and now it's snowing and raining. It's just a bad week, so I'm going to get that module back to the Topher. Shout out to you for letting me borrow this, but I don't like it, so put my Integra module back in here as soon as I can. Addressing one of the biggest complaints that I do have about it, the seats in here. I still, like, they didn't break in. Some people say, like, firm seats need to break in. These seats are still firm, and these are still some of the worst seats that I've sat in any car. Every car that I get in, it's like, wow, these seats are much better. So even my A-Spec Integra, I don't recall that car being this firm. And then there's no lateral bolstering. For this to be a track car, this car has a heart. It's meant to be on the track. But for the seats, it doesn't match this car at all. So when I did take it to the track, I was like sliding around because there's no lateral bolstering. And it's shocking to me. The Civic Type R has some fantastic seats. Some of the best seats I've ever had, like amazingly supportive on the lateral, like even thigh. Like this has like no thigh bolstering in here. So I am looking at getting some Civic Type R seats or some kind of aftermarket seats in here. They cost a couple thousand at minimum with like cuts. I saw one that was like cut up with a knife, and they still want $2,100 for those. Don't think I can justify that price for some seats, but do want better seats. I don't know, maybe I can get some aftermarket bolstering in here. That would be great, but I don't know, maybe I can find a seamstress or somebody around here to do something like that. And like just sitting down is just hard. Like, I don't know, you would think it would be at least somewhat cushiony, especially for an Acura. Like, there are other models that have good seats. Like, I don't know what happened here. Now that I got the negative out the way, I still believe this is the best daily driver on the market. That's for me and my taste, that is. This is my everyday car, do-it-all car. It's going to, like, for road trips, this is going to be that. My family car, this is going to be that. Grocery car, this is going to be that. This car is also fun, but to reach its limits, it's kind of hard to reach its limits on the street. And that's why I always give it up to the GR Corolla as being more fun on the streets, because I can do a lot more with that car, tighter spaces. But to reach, when you do get to the limits of this car, it's extremely rewarding. I just can't get to there as often. Like, if you've been with the channel for a while, it reminds me of my GT350. Shout out to Race Car 21. So the GT350, amazing car, phenomenal powertrain, but to eke it out to 8250 on the RPMs, it's hard to do on a daily limit. And this car as well, like, the handling is so good, but I can't really use that, at least in my area, because I'm not around curvy areas. The Motor City, just straight lines, perpendicular, parallels. We don't have a whole lot of curves in this area, so I can't enjoy the car in that intent. I can get on it every now and then, bang a corner real hard, spinning the blocks a couple times, styling. I still don't think there's anything in the class that looks better than this. Every angle of this car looks amazing. This car, so good, so good. It's a looker. Like, dang, do you see that? Even the fenders, like, the fenders don't bother me at all. It looks aggressive, and I like that it does have the hard edge. And it's not even tacked on, up front at least. So it's molded onto the fender, so that looks great. Kids love it. This is their favorite car out of the two. My wife loves it. This is the car that I take whenever I want to go somewhere professional. Got to go to funerals. If I have to go date nights, just hanging out, this is the car, because it's just that deal, man. It's not anything else on the market. Like, there's a lot of cars in this group that you can cross shop it with. Some cars that shouldn't be in there, but they all kind of get like a blurred line of what should and what shouldn't be in there. But I already made the videos, y'all know the cars, but this is still my favorite car. There's only one car that I might consider to be just a smidge better than this, and that's the CT4V Blackwing. You gotta give that car props, because it's amazing. But that car is not as good as the daily driver because of the size. The inside is shrunken, so this car is on parallel more on the interior space, especially for the rear passengers, to the CT5V Blackwing, which is a class larger and almost double the price of this car. I think it's crazy. But along with the CT4, like I said, this is a track car. It's going to handle. You're going to feel it. Every input is going to be amazing, as well as the CT4V Blackwing. But this car is just so much lighter. This car is only 3,200 pounds. The CT4V Blackwing is 3,900 pounds. So that's a huge amount of mass. And that's why this car is so nimble, so light, efficient powertrain. The mods will be coming to here. Like, they're rolling on to the market already, and I'm talking to a couple manufacturers to see if I can get some things put on here. So, spoiler alert, I don't plan on selling this car. This car is going to be here. This is the car that I need. Like, without YouTube, I still need a car like this. That's why I bought the Integra A-Spec. I didn't plan on making videos, but it performed so well. I was like, oh, might as well just make videos. People want to see what this car is about. Like, I needed the Integra. It fits my everyday bill. And even though this one, I do wish it had some features that the A-Spec had, like the memory seats and the sunroof, but I traded that out for performance, which I love my performance. And that's where I was stuck at with the A-Spec. I wanted more And I was looking at tunes, but then warranties, whatnot. Yeah, this car, I can just buy this. This is the right car just out the box with everything. Well, I didn't know they were going to take away the features I love, but here we are. 6 months, 5,000 miles. That's where we stand. Let me know about those oil changes for y'all. Like, does your dealership give you the oil change at 5,000 miles? Are they saying you gotta, that's on you, that's on your own dime? Let me know, because I'm interested in that, because I don't want to have to pay for that. I don't have to. I'm cheap. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell about the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.